All right. When last we left, you were in the home of Radagast the Brown, correct? And high amid the treetops. And were spending the night there, and he had given you healing, as you had discussed, going to the Shadow Vale on the morrow. And do you have time to do as you like that evening, if there's anything particular that you would like to do?
Yeah, so I think Inzil's gonna take a minute to talk to everybody.
Okay.
So uh I'm afraid I've been keeping a lot back from you. We've traveled together for some time now, and you've all saved me from my past several times already. Um, I've had some time to gather my thoughts and count, especially after my encounter with Aqualian. Unfortunately, this is not the first time I've had to slay a friend, and it's probably not going to be the last.
Gold.
We all look around at each other.
Hopefully none of you guys. Well, that's going to make things awkward here in a minute. So I turned my back on my duty not too long ago. It's obvious that the animosity between me and my former friends well, it's not diminished in that time. The wound is still fresh, for me and for them. I was an acolyte of the Witch King of Ingmar. I trained in Umbar, my home, for well over a decade for that honor. I was finally being brought to the north to his domain when I had a string of unfortunate events that led me to changing course. I admit there are nights that I regret leaving, and perhaps on the harder ones, I curse the day that old man found me, planted that seed of doubt. Perhaps I'll tell that tale one day when I'm brave enough. But weeks passed after that, and that seed grew and festered like an open wound, and then so close to reaching that lifelong dream, something just broke. I ran. I spent days and weeks hiding in whatever hole I could sweet talk my way into. And unfortunately, I do have to face that I'm not a very inconspicuous looking person. Very recognizable, unfortunately. And I know I couldn't hide forever. I've had to keep my eye on my back ever since. As you've seen, they've not stopped hunting me. And death would be a kindness if they ever got their hands on me. I find myself driven more often than not by fear. Sometimes that fear may paralyze me, have me seeking holes to crawl back into once again, or set the occasional sorcerer's tower ablaze. Bad habits die hard. Regardless of what my future holds for me now, you've proven yourselves to be selfless companions. You've continued to stand by me regardless of the danger that follows behind me, even though it's an objectively stupid thing to do. Perhaps you'll trust me less knowing how deep my ties to Lord Sauron lie, but you have all more than earned my trust. Even the elves. Hopefully that counts for something. So I just wanted to get that out there. I did set that tower on fire. Yeah, that was me.
This is a lot to digest.
Yeah, it is. I apologize for that, but better now than somewhere down the road where it might hurt a little more.
Milo's starting to wonder if he's the only one that doesn't have a tragic backstory.
Mine's not so tragic. Maybe to you it is tragic, but
Well,
it's a little traumatizing, maybe.
and Caranthier says, no, I appreciate you divulging this information. I'm one who definitely appreciates the story of redemption. I've done similar myself, so I know the path that you're walking
You
is.
would the dark.
I was the dark.
Well,
So
I'm glad you understand. Hopefully
What
where I'm
is-
going is
I've had a
redemption
few.
and not regret.
and you're fresh in this. I've had a few thousand years to process mine, but
Yeah, you're kind of old, aren't you?
I think I'm the second oldest elf in Middle Earth.
Yeah, you're kind of old.
Until I meet with the first one again, then I'll be the oldest.
You can see Radagast just putters around, kind of watching the situation but not taking part in it necessarily. Goes about brewing some things. What are you doing, Talazrit?
I don't know. Can I? I feel like I am at a distinct deficit in terms of LOTR knowledge in this particular group, and so I'm not entirely sure if there's something that Talazrit like should do and is expected to do, or
not necessarily. Remember, I mean, he's kind of a country bumpkin when it comes to stuff, because I mean he's an elf of the Greenwood. Obviously, he has no love of Sauron or any of the things that have to do with him, but he's very far removed from necessarily what she's talking about, or human affairs for that matter. So I mean, there's nothing that her dislike of elves comes from her heritage, not yours. You don't have a distinct
right. Well,
of her people,
because
she's a
I'm
black
I'm having trouble accepting this as a like cool good
Well,
story, and we're all just gonna be fine with it. Like
You're gonna sleep with your eye open for a
you're
while.
still
I think.
you're still referring to him as Lord Sauron, not like that son of a bitch in Mordor.
I was
that we all,
wondering if you're gonna
hey,
catch that. I
You're
was
like,
wondering if you're
yeah,
gonna catch that.
my ex buddy,
Mhm.
and I'm like,
yeah,
I'm
I
not
mean,
down
I think
necessarily with hanging out with you anymore. Sorry, but
I think the interesting part about that story is, I mean, she went kind of back and forth in it. Like, some of my biggest regrets are not going, you know.
right.
So it's not like I was like, yeah, right. It's basically like somebody planted goodness in her and it crept through her in some nasty way, and now she's got to deal with that.
She's not particularly happy about it.
Gross.
Not
Yeah, I
particularly
mean,
happy.
I'm getting the sense of like an ex-smoker who's one cigarette away from buying a carton.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Look, like
Yeah.
after so many like fights, dealing with her nearly dying because of, who's hunting her. Yeah, she's regretting it a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, because I
She's
think
like,
to this point, I mean, you would assume that in the course of your training in your life, I mean, obviously that training and stuff would have been hard, but you're not being hunted. You're not in these battles and death and
Right.
stabbing and spell. I mean, that's a completely different kind of nature than what you were used to. This is the real world, Middle Earth. Yeah, so it's interesting. So Talsrid, I guess you just stay quiet and are processing at this particular point, probably clinging on your harp. What about you, Dromer?
I could really care less. As long as you trust me before the elves.
Yeah, dwarves are
Rude.
fine. No problem. No problem with dwarves.
Yeah, dwarves don't care so much about the whole right wrong thing,
No.
as long as they get paid.
And as long as there's no Balrog where they're digging.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you can set yourself aside, all of you kind of dealing with this information over the course of that evening. You are Inzil, you are approached later that night by Armir, who says that, you know, that could not have been easy to divulge.
No, but I feel that everybody had the right to know. I've been with you guys for a while now. It would be wrong of me to keep that for too long.
It is good you recognize right and wrong, then. No?
I do. In fact, most of my people can. It's just we have different views of the world, I guess.
In far Umbar?
Yes. Very far removed from much of this. It's a different world down there. I don't think a lot of people know. It's not all doom and gloom all the time, you know?
It is the different world in Rhun. So I
Yes.
understand being far distant from your land.
Yes, you do. Well,
Might you do me a
regardless.
favor?
Yes. But probably.
Could you provide me one of your henna tattoos?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to learn how to use it?
No,
Okay.
I just want something on my arm. A vine, a grapevine.
Sure, absolutely. She'll kind of rummage through her pack and take out a little like bag of paste, essentially. Hand it over.
But you have to do it, right? You're the one doing the design, yeah, because he doesn't know how to.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Talazrit, you see the two humans talking amongst themselves. You're probably listening in on it, not enjoying it too. Although you're very close with Armir because you've known him a long time. He's from Rouen, so he's fine. There's
I'm
nothing wrong with him.
taking it in and
Yeah,
filing it all away. It'll make a good song someday if we live to tell the tale.
and he says while you're doing the tattoo, he says, I heard a story once in my youth concerning your people in Umbar.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to hear it?
Yeah, sure. I'm curious.
When I was a child, traders came to take wine and horses back to Gondor, and they talked of a queen. Beruthiel was her name, a black Numenorian. And she was the queen of Gondor, the wife of King Teranon Phalistur, who ruled in the first millennia of the Third Age. She was ever noted as being nefarious, solitary, loveless, and therefore it is no surprise that the union bore no children. Why Teranon married Beruthiel is a mystery, perhaps to broker some peace with the Umbar, but none knows the truth, only that Beruthiel hated the sea, and she abandoned the royal estate in Peligir that Teranon made for her to live inland at the king's home in Osgiliath. There, she created an abode devoid of color, save her traditional black and silver, and her halls were bare, other than her gardens, which she filled with twisted statues amidst the cypress and yews. She was said to hate cats, which is perhaps why they were so attracted to her. And after time, she took this to her advantage, enslaving and tormenting the creatures. Eventually, she claimed 10 of the felines as her own, 9 black and 1 white. The black ones she sent to spy on the courts of Gondor, and through them, She learned many dark secrets men did not wish known. The white cat she sent to spy on the black cats, to torment them, keeping them all in line. Eventually, Tyrannon grew tired of the mirthless queen and put her on a ship alone with her cats, and the ship was last seen flying past Umbar under a sickle moon, with a cat on the masthead and another as the figurehead of the prow. Although Tyrannon and the queen's name had the queen's name stricken from the Book of Kings, her legend has lived on because her cats and mysterious nature and dark ways among the men of Gondor persist.
Well, that explains why, my people aren't looked upon fondly in Gondor. Not that I'm surprised, of course. People of that sort of royal lineage are a special breed.
You seem to have more mirth than her, though. For you teased me concerning my storm cloudness.
Well, you gotta have fun sometimes.
Well, you finish up your tattoo, and then as humans, you would get some sleep that evening. Also, however, I will give you this. Inzel, you have studied the tome that you took from the Sorcerer's Keep since you left and have been coming along. And while it's begun to already disintegrate in the open air, as it was housed under glass, you have pulled a single spell from it before it has come to pieces. This spell is called the Darkness of Uduan. And I can put that in the chat if you'd like me to.
That'd be great.
Of Uduan or Udun?
Udun? I don't know. U-I-N.
Okay, so I-N, so it's not U-N.
U-I-N. U-D-U-I-N.
The Balrog is
You.
the Balrog is the flame of Udun. U-D-U-N.
Yeah. This is the darkness of Doom.
Doesn't sound much better.
Itself, the spell itself draws power from creatures of darkness, those of Morgoth, around the subject, doing one wound to everything that is bound to Morgoth's nature within a 90-foot radius of the spellcaster, while manifesting itself in a dark bolt of power that can be hurled at an opponent, doing damage considering whatever level you are, light, medium, or heavy. You would do heavy, obviously, because you're over 7th level. So basically, it takes servants of Morgoth and allows a necromancer or sorcerer to draw their power in and then blast that power at something else. Obviously, a necromancer wouldn't give a crap about the orcs that he slays around him. But in your case, it's an interesting spell just for the simple fact that you can kill a bunch of servants of Morgoth.
Yeah.
Just to do it. I mean, to you, that might be a purposeful thing where a necromancer is just doing it so he can have the power to throw.
Right.
But anyway, obviously that spell is evil. So using it would put you down that path again. But yeah, nevertheless, that is the spell that you learned before the book completely disintegrates.
Can I?
Nice.
Yeah. Radagast, however, Talsrid is watching her look over that dark book as it falls.
As I watch her, dark eyes getting wide as she reads about whatever
over the course of days,
whatever horror is steaming out of that book.
That's probably a concerning sight, huh?
Can I catch Armir sort of alone?
Yeah, sure.
Because he and I are old friends, so I'm sort of like
very old friends. Yeah.
Oh man,
for elves,
we've known each other.
Friend, but for him, yeah,
we've known each other a long time, longer than we've known whatever she might be. Why do you trust her so easily after what we've just learned?
She's hot. I don't know.
Oh, you humans always led with your wanker, always.
Well, that's what she banks on. That's what she banks on.
That's what she banks on it. Yeah,
she's a child. To me, she might as well be a baby. It's disgusting. But why would you let her, you're there telling us stories that I could barely follow. I was so enraged. And then she's mocking all over you. I mean, explain to me, my friend, what is it that makes it so easy?
We are the Adane. We are humans. We have failings. This is something that she is trying to overcome. Perhaps with friendship, like you have given me, she will overcome this too. For she has been a great ally in the last 3 seasons we have known her.
It's true she has, but she's also put our lives in danger several times, simply by her presence.
I guess, but our quest has put us in great danger too. These are harrowing times, my friend.
So danger that we know about is one thing, but this new mystery danger is something else entirely.
At least
I
she
guess
has told us about it.
I'm not as quick to trust as you are.
That is,
but if you see her as
nature of
trustworthy, I have my faith in
humanity is
you.
to trust. Go ahead.
Oh, I said if you trust her and I have faith in you, then I will follow your lead. But I am ready.
I appreciate that, my friend. Be wary. It is deserved. No?
It is in the nature of you humans to be fickle, mercurial, changing your path at a moment's notice.
Perhaps. That is what
Perhaps it is your short lives that have you constantly in fear of, what is it, FOMO?
It is our gift of death, no? We may die so quickly that we can change our mind. Free will. Thank you,
for the long haul. All right, carry on. I will
All
think
right.
No free will.
Radagast, however, comes to talk privately to Caranthir that evening about what he has sensed in the Shadow Vale. And this is what he relates to you, Caranthir.
Okay.
He says something has been roused there. Dol Guldur has been active for the past decade, and he has witnessed a gathering of ring wraiths there, at least 2, as they have marshaled orcs from the Gundabad to their banner. He treated with Legolas that the sorcerer of Strayhold was but a single aspect of the evil in which which was held there, but the prince would not be moved from his task. He fears that even if successful, the prince's forces would not have dispersed the Gundabad orcs that lie deep within the Bald Hill, nor swayed what work the Nazgul have begun there, even if they were not present. Still, whatever the prince did, it stirred the nest, and now the southern greenwood is crawling with the dark creatures. However, this is not why he called you to the council, you being Caranthir, as he sensed something else now present that wasn't there before. If the sorcerer died or not, it matters little, as he must have summoned something, and it likely worked, as he roused something from some dark slumber, a demon he senses from the old world, like those that you knew and battled in Nerniath, Anoridade, before the fall of Beleriand. If you go to the Shadow Vale, know that what you face there has not been seen in this age of Middle Earth, and steel yourself against it.
I thank you for your counsel, Radagast. That explains a few things for me as well. As you may have guessed, I passed when I was supposed to have passed in the first age, but was brought back by the Valar. I was brought back in the second age, the year 2251, which happens to be the first year that the Nazgul were actually cited as wraiths. So maybe this is it's part of my destiny to encounter one of these things.
Perhaps. Although I do not sense the Nazgul are here. They have been drawn away for some other fell purpose, although I assume they will return.
But I'll have to inform my companions about this this new thing, because yes, they've never fought a creature such as this before, and I did once before in my past, but that was a former me.
I'm no longer that elf.
Uh-huh. One of those things took out my father, and yeah. Well, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you for letting me know.
All right.
So when we get up I assume we'll just sort of, go to sleep and whatever.
Right.
I'm not gonna dump this on everybody tonight, but
After Inzel's big revelation tonight, you'll ever get to sleep.
No, you don't want to pile on. All right.
yeah. Now this is your night to shine. So
No, thanks.
But yeah, you
So-
then get up in the morning and have Radagast will prepared a bounty for you, but he is leaving early in the morning. And before you talk to anyone, Radagast, because he is leaving so early, he wishes everyone well upon his exit. He provides each of you with a draught of healing that he has prepared the night before, and that is 1 point that heals 1 wound. Everyone has one of those now. And then before he leaves, he leans in to whisper to Inzel and says, "The darkness is always great, but you can be greater." And then moves off into the wood, trailing some of his beasts as he does so.
Wizards.
And then you may make any speech you want, Karen Thier, about what might be in that shadow veil.
because we're heading there right now, right?
Yeah.
My friends, I spoke last night with Radagast, and he informed me of what he thinks is going on in the Shadow Vale, and I need to steal your hearts before we get there. He is convinced that the Necromancer has summoned a demon of the old world from the first age. These are vicious, gigantic creatures of flame that will simply destroy entire armies of mortals.
Milo, I'm out.
I say we evade that thing.
When I was in my first life, my brothers and I fought such creatures, and it took many of us to survive one. We never actually slew one ourselves. One of them slew our father. So I know the terror and the power that these creatures hold. Hopefully, if this has just been recently summoned, perhaps it's weaker. Perhaps it's not yet found its footing in this world. But you need to know we're going to be facing a foe that none of you has ever seen or encountered before. This is nothing like a man. This is nothing like an Oliphant. This is a 30-foot tall flame demon that is completely impervious to most mortal attacks. So if anyone wants to back out now,
Come this far, might as well continue.
The dwarf never gets phased. I'm ready to go. He's got 3 or 4.
Fuck it, I'm
weapons
awake.
on him.
Talzrit looks at Armir to sort of see where he's leaning.
I feel that we are in the current. No, it sweeps us along now at a brisk pace. We cannot
I
fight.
believe the word is tsunami.
I gotta
Alright.
go. Armor promised me wine from his country. I have to go.
Well, your story terrifies me. I guess I'll have to go too. Unfortunately.
The thought of going home to 2 more children terrifies you more.
That's worse than the 30-foot tall flame.
The thought of having to deal with my wife's sharp tongue is more threatening.
All right. So you muster up your courage amongst everything and prep yourselves and begin to move along. The route that has been detailed to Caranthir by Radagast and also conveyed as well to Talsrit, although you're not as familiar with Southern Greenwood as you are Northern. Still, it's easier for you to follow, but you can see the route is tangled, dark, and it's very hard going, as if the forest itself seems bent on not letting anyone get through to the hollow. And as you move, more and more webs can be seen in the canopy above, and all chatter of woodland creatures ceases, with only an occasional hiss of spider voices being heard through the boughs. And by what you assume is midday, where the sun is fully blotted out, you begin to find elven runes, as this was once the realm of Amon Lunk and King Orifair, the father of Therendruel, who perished ages ago in the Dead Marshes. So this is the father. Yeah, this is
the grandfather of Legolas.
Yeah. So you know Dol Guldur, which was called Amon Lunk, which means bald hill. That's where he built his first halls, but then he was too close to Lorien and he didn't like Galadriel. So he just kept moving north because she was irritating him all the time. So yeah, he didn't like staying around her. Anyway, an hour later, you find the first hanging cage. It is made of rusted iron and holding what might have once been an elf. There is a palpable darkness now, and it is oppressive, and only the power that Caranthir wields keeping it at bay. He cancels out the -1 it would give you with his +1 for all darkness that is impenetrable. So he keeps you at equal bonus. Another hour, and you pass through a ruin of what might have been once a mighty elven house, now broken and overgrown with dark trees, black vines, heavy with thorns, and sickly green flowers that glow against the swirling mists that collect around your boots. And as you begin moving through that house, and the lands are in the gardens around it, something in the darkness stirs and comes forward, only to be joined by another. As you can see, 2 great forest trolls are there, larger than any you've ever seen. They move forward with club and fist to threaten your company. Yes, Talsrit.
Sorry to break the game, but I wanted to tell you what I did for my skill.
Okay.
Because it's combat related. So I moved my combat secondary skill of melee into a primary skill.
Sweet.
So that's not primary. Do I get to add anything to that round, or just move it?
Yeah, you add 2 to
you add 2 to
make
it. So if it's
9.
already at 7, it goes up to 9.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So what we'll do, I guess, initiatives for everyone, so we can roll those. Great.
Nice.
They have a forest troll, 2 of them.
13 for Milo, 10 plus 3.
Okay.
Can't get any better than that.
11 for Talsrit.
Okay.
12 for
Dromer?
drama.
How many?
12.
Well, you all are fast. Inza,
Not all of us.
3.
3. There's one. I got a 5 for armor. I rolled a 1. What'd you get, Caranthir?
A little better, a 6.
6. All right. And the 2 massive lumbering trolls get their physical to add to that too. That's fairly miserable. So they get 12s.
Damn.
As they
Are
charge
these things
forward.
bigger than cave trolls or smaller than cave trolls? I'm
They're
guessing,
bigger.
I'm guessing bigger because they live outside.
Right. They can live under these eaves and they can get pretty big. So first person to go is Milo. Yikes. As you
Hide.
they come through and make your stealth, yeah.
Stealth is 9. And I got a 1.
Nice. You slip away into the gloom and the darkness, and you are not seen by them as they come forward. They have +3 to their init. Dromer, what's your init bonus?
+5.
Okay, you go first.
Wow.
You can engage one of these big baddies.
All right.
Do the
Oh,
Gimli
the
axe
dwarf.
throw.
What do you got out? Sword, axe.
No, he's got his the axe.
Hit him
Axe
with a ranged
Kadon, but
attack so
it's
that I can
glowing.
get them before they're in melee.
Not
Throw
too late.
something at them.
He's
Oh.
got the axe of Kadon. It's glowing because it's a troll axe.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't pass that up.
Like vibrating on his
Take this.
back.
Yeah.
Does it
That's
do
a-
something special against trolls?
An extra +2 damage.
Oh, nasty.
Nice.
Yeah,
The
it's glowing.
It's
It's like a
4 to hit.
lightsaber.
Four.
He dives in, lets out a call.
15 and 7, 22 points.
Say 22 points?
Yep.
That's a wound.
Definitely not going to be getting 2 wounds a hit on these things.
Right.
Nope.
That's,
Not unless we're
that's
rolling
tough.
like 40s.
that's tough stuff on these guys. It can be done, but you'd have to go real high. So then it's theirs. The one is just attacking Dromer, who now stands and bars his path. So he just sweeps down a heavy club on him. Boom. And he's going to hit dead on with a 5. And he does 26 points.
1 wound.
The dwarf gets driven back and he shatters the flagstones where he stands.
No.
The other one is just moving forward, and since he can't get a sweep at this current time because he's not overly engaged, he's going to swipe with one of his big arms and try to clobber somebody. We'll see who he goes for. 1, Karen Thier, the glowing elf. He's going to go after it.
I'm like a
Nold-
nightlight in the forest.
A 3, he clubs you
Shiny.
with one of his arms and does 19 points.
That's a wound.
Spins you to the
That
side
hurts.
and lets out a howl. Whoa! The next person to go is Talsrit.
I'm gonna try to shoot the one that just smacked Caranthir.
All right. You draw out one of your arrows.
That's a 5. Should be good. I
Yeah.
think. What's their
DT is
DT?
3, so 6 or better.
Yep,
Yeah,
so that's good. And it's 2d10. 3 and 9 is 12 plus 1, 13 points.
you can see it goes off his stony hide.
All right, well, we know it's 13 or better.
we have a starting number.
At least 14.
And it's not whatever Joe
Less
did.
than 22.
He did something crazy. So the next person to go, and then we go way down. Karen Thier. You try to shake it off.
Can I cast this round?
Yeah.
Because I was okay. So Enzel, do you still have a 2 DT?
Yes.
I'm going to cast Defensive Threshold to give her 4.
Okay.
Thank you.
Make your casting.
1. Hey, it's free. Nice.
Free. Nice.
Hey.
Okay. Your DT pops up to 4, Enzel. You got that?
Yep.
As he throws the light of the Valar on you. And your dress glows, even though it's black. I don't know, is it black? Might not be. I think
Probably.
Looks like all galaxies and shit, like moving
Ooh.
around. It's all cosmic.
I do that through my bloody lip. Ugh.
After you is Armir. Armir is going to leap to the defense of Dromer and take a shot at that one. He swings Aeglion, his blade, and misses with an 8. And then it is Inzil at 3.
Okay. I think I'm gonna do a let's do a smite.
Okay.
A medium smite. And that is a 5.
You make your casting. Your smite goes onto your blade. You can also put a point in to do extra if you're doing fire or whatever you're doing with it.
Yeah, I may as well, right?
You got a lot of CCV, so you might as well use them.
Yeah. Ooh. 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 Make sure that's everything. Yeah, no. That would be 29.
Say 29?
Hell of a
29 is
hit.
the one. And you did hit, correct?
Yeah, I
You
believe.
still, yeah, I know
Oh.
you got your spell off, you got your smite off, but I don't know if you hit. Like you had to roll to hit, yeah.
6.
6? That hits. All right, were you going after the one that Dromer and Armir are fighting, or the one that Talisrit and Caranthir are fighting?
Let's go the one that Dromer's.
Okay, so you
Fighting.
got 3 people on him. That means the third, you all are at +1 to hit on him, or yeah, so his DT drops to 2 instead of 3. So you need 7s to hit him at this point. And so you did 20. That is another wound. So he's taken 2 wounds. That's Armir and Inzil on him, and then
And he's at
Karen
-1.
Talisrit on the other one.
Although
All
his
right.
TS is so high, I don't think that -1's gonna matter.
Next person to go is Milo at 13, top of the order. I
Oops,
can't hear
sorry.
you, Mark.
Sorry, my thing's cutting out. I'm gonna sneak attack the one on the elves.
Okay. He rushes out, swinging his
Milo
short
Troll
blade.
Slayer
That's
got
right.
a 6, which will should hit anyways.
Yeah.
Unless he's got a 4.
No, he's got a 3.
Okay, that's exactly what I needed then. And I'm gonna push on that, so well, never mind. I should have declared that before I rolled. So.
Beforehand. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you take a
Yeah.
swipe. You do get a critical, but the critical is -1 on these trolls. Just so you know. So it's a D10 -1.
Well, that's nice. Black D10 of death. Give me a 10. No, it gave me a 7.
So it's a 6.
Yep.
So it's 1D10, but you stunned it around. That'll work.
So
Nice.
2D10 plus 3. He's stunned.
Definitely worth a stun.
And I got an 8 and an 8. So 16 plus 3, 19.
That is a wound. And you stunned him. S1. Okay.
Wow.
There's 3 of you on each of them. All right. So it's theirs.
No,
The one that
Drama
slammed
gets to,
Dromer.
Drama
picks
gets to go before him, don't it?
Yes, he does. I'm sorry.
There's a 3 to hit. Or 9 and 9 is 18 plus 7. 25
26.
points.
25. That's a wound.
First, he's going to kick his troll's ass. Then he's going to kick the other troll's ass in alphabetical order. So he's going to need some names.
He pulls up his huge club, but that's his action because it's a heavy weapon. The other one is stunned, so he turns in his stun card. And that was a bad round for them. Next person to go then is Talsrit.
Do I see that the one is stunned? Like, do I recognize that?
He shakes it off, so he's okay. Because he
Okay,
went
so
before
say
you.
if he was like standing a little bit stiller, I'd try to like shoot him in the face. But I'll try to shoot him in the face anyway.
Shoot
Right
him in the
beak shot.
face.
And that is a 9, so I shoot way past his face.
You shoot high up into the trees.
Yep.
Next person to go then is Karen there at 6.
Okay. I am going to push a heavy blast of the secret fire just right in front of him, right in his beak.
His beak gun.
We're gonna make your
So-
castings. Your castings at -3 because of his armor. Well, actually -2 because you're
3.
yeah, you
That's
got him.
the-
Boom.
All right,
So
and
that's
this,
4d10.
this. All right, come on. Not bad. 15, 21 points.
It's a wound,
I'll take it.
and you are out because that's a push. After that,
Cost
Armir
me 4
gonna
CCV.
attack this
Wait,
one again.
does a push add 1 to the CCV?
Add
don't-
1. No, it
Oh,
adds
a
nothing.
push that
It's
just
fine.
adds the
No,
die.
no.
Okay, so it's just
You
3.
just
It
lose
just
your
takes
next
your time,
attack
basically.
and
You're concentrating and putting more
your,
energy into it.
DT drops too.
Yeah, yours does for next round. Armir hit. You can see his blade is glowing brightly as this is one of Morgoth's beasts in his elven blade. He gets 16 plus 7. That's a wound. 4 wounds on the one on Dromer. You can see he spins away left, striking along its side. Inzel comes in just after him.
With the 3 to hit. I'm gonna do another smite in there.
Well, your smite lasts a number of rounds equal to your CCV, so it's on there for like
Awesome.
14.
Cool. So,
Excuse me.
It's the real question is, are you adding the flame? That's what's always the
yeah.
Hey Brent.
Hmm?
Now I'm listening to Nightfall in Middle Earth.
Cool.
That would be 25 points of damage.
That's a wound, his 5th. He spins around angrily, and it goes then to the top of the order. Milo, who did not push.
Right.
So he can
Can I hide again?
You can. You can try to get out of the way. As you can
We'll
see, he's
use
wheeling
blue
up for
D10.
a big strike.
A 9, which is exactly what I need.
All right, you skitter away, getting out of his view. That means the only person left in front of him is Caranthir, because Talsrit's back with a bow, so he can't even do a sweep attack. That sucks. But it will be Dromer first against
Okay.
his.
That is a 2. For holy shit. That's another 25 points. Double 9 twice.
Jesus.
That's a wound. 6 wounds. You can see he wobbles at that. The next person to go then is them. He's going to do a sweep as he spins around with that, doing heavy to all 3 of the people that are slashing at him. So this will be first one. We'll go Armir. 6 is going to hit. Oh, wait a second. He's wounded. A lot of wounds. 6,
Heavily.
which is -3. So he needs a 3 or less for anybody with a 4, which I think is all of you. So he missed Armir. Next one is Dromer. Hits with a 2. And does 15, 19, 22 points.
Another wound.
And last one is Inzel. 4, missed her by 1, thanks to the spell.
Thank you, Karen.
And
You're welcome.
Then comes the one against Karen Thier. He's just slamming you with his fist again. 4, that's gonna
better
hit.
in the club.
And he does 13 points, which is your armor resists that.
Yeah.
Your warden's armor keeps you clang. You can hear the impact. And then it is Talsrit.
I will shoot again at the one that's the most wounded looking.
Oh, that would be not the one on you. So you turn your attention to the
Oh
one
no, I didn't realize there was one right on me, so I'll shoot him. So then with a 4, so that hits. 7 and 9 is 16 plus 1 is 17.
that is a wound.
Nice.
Just barely sticks in his skull. Spins around, looking around for what hit him. Then it is Karen Thier's. You
good.
pushed. Armir, he attacks the one that you get 3 on. And hits with 3. Now you guys only need a 8 to hit him because he's engaged and he pushed. I'm sorry, he used a heavy weapon. That's not necessarily a push, so it gets still a nasty one. Gives him his 7th wound and he drops. That at 26 points. Boom. He hits the flags. And then it is Inzil. There's still the one fighting against Karen Thier that you can attack.
Yep. Gonna do that. Nope. Rolled a 10.
She comes forward,
Bummer.
slips on some of the dark blood spewed out by the dead troll, and cannot get a well hit on him. So it goes top of the order again. Milo, you can charge out again if you like.
Yes, I shall.
In the darkness, leaps off of a fallen pillar and stabs at it.
Okay, I'm gonna push this time too. So
All right.
come on, 6 or less. Got a 4.
Nice.
Okay.
And for the crit, no, dice fell. It's not a game unless Mark loses a dice.
That's true. Well documented.
Yep. Multiple times. All right, gonna have to resort to a different dice. That's going to be an 8.
That's,
Minus
7.
1 is 7.
That's 2d10.
So I do 4d10 plus 3. And I get a 4, a 1,
yeah.
a 5, so that's 10,
And
and an 8. It's 18 plus 3, 21.
that is a wound.
Wow, that was a bad roll.
Hey, a wound is never a bad roll. Next person to go is Dromer. You can charge into him.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Dice, where did you go?
This one's mine then. Yelling at an armor. He's gonna
Armir killed the other one.
Yeah.
That pissed him off. Aeglian was too powerful for the troll.
He's gonna push it.
Okay.
Well, that is a 7. That should hit. Because he's got negatives, right?
No, different one.
It's a different one, but now there are 4 people engaging him, so he's -2. So yeah, he's only got a DT of 1, so an 8 would hit.
7 will hit.
Yeah, 7 or 8.
All right. Oh, of course. 9 and 7, 16 points.
Doesn't hurt him. Pang! Even with a push, that sucks. He's too concerned. He's too pissed off to be able to do damage. His other one got stolen from him by Armir. So then it is its attack. Now it's got a bunch of targets, so it swings its club and is going to go. So we'll go Karen Thier first. 3 or less is going to hit. Yeah. So he hits Karen Thier for 10, 3, 26 points.
Uh-huh.
Jesus.
And he is going to hit Milo. 7, missed you. Ah! Shatters the pillar that you dive off of. Dromer, seething Dromer, 5, misses him. dwarf's too small. And this is Inzil.
Hey, okay, wait.
In. This is her too.
Did I get to him, or am I on the ground?
You did get to him because you took a swing at him.
Okay.
It was just a bad swing, but he missed you with a 10. He exchanges your 10 for his 10, and they both miss very poorly. The next person to go then is Talosrit at 11, who's back from the battle, so he doesn't get swung on.
I draw another arrow, and I'm going to try one of my magic arrows, which adds a plus to the skill and a 1 to the damage. And that's a 7, which you said hits now, right?
Yes.
And I get a bonus plus to that. And then, so that's a hit. 8 and 5 is 13 plus 1 plus 1. So 15.
Goes off of his scales. Doing nothing. Let me drop to Carinthir.
I'll pull my sword.
It comes out. You don't have quick, I assume. So
Nope.
Armir, he'll move across and take a shot at him. Misses with a 10. Inzil.
2 to hit. Five, 26, 27, 28, 29 points of damage.
The
Nice.
wound, that's his 5th. And then it's top of the order, Milo. You pushed, so
Pushed.
you're out.
Dromber pushed.
Dromer pushed out. Talosrit did back to it, but it used a heavy weapon, so it's out. Talosrit.
Yeah, I'll fire another again. 5, that's a hit. Jesus. 2 and 6 is 8. Plus 2 is fucking 10.
You need to push. Next person to go is
How do you push with an arrow?
You're in theory. You just can. You just
You do
You're aiming a little harder.
You're aiming a
Pull
little-
back harder
more
and
precise
aiming for a
instead of-
critical point.
right.
Yell
Brett, did
louder.
you just do the Murtaugh head roll?
Yeah, you do that.
There you go.
No way you live. No way.
The next person to go.
Karen there is gonna push.
Okay.
Diplomatic
And he's gonna
immunity.
add a point for the
Revoked.
sword.
Just been revoked.
A 1.
Woo.
10. No.
Damn.
I want that 10 on damage. So this, oh wait, it's 3d10 plus 3. $15.
Nope.
6,
Goes
6,
across
3,
his
3,
scale.
3.
Ugh. And Armir, he'll attack. 1. It's that time. 3. This is -1. 7, which is a 6. Plus 1d10. I stunned him around.
Nice.
He lays the blade, sends shocking energy over its surface. It's a +6 on this. 17 points. That's a wound. 6th wound, and he's stunned, wobbled. Sets him up for Inzil. Can you finish him before Dromer gets to attack?
Oh,
Let's find out.
he's got
That's
to
a 4 to hit.
Yeah. Right. Finish
All
him.
right. Oh, yeah, I think that's going to finish him. So let's see, 16, 17, 18, 22, 24, 25, 26, 28.
Dead. Down he goes with a 7th.
Come on, I said that was mine.
So, like, he's breathing hard. All right.
Karen there says, only a dwarf. Wiping the blood off my mouth.
How many wounds did you take, Carinthir?
2.
2. You can heal those completely with your skill. Your special.
Did anybody else get hit? I feel like I was the only one.
I got 2
I think
wounds.
you
All right, so on myself, 4, that's good. So those are gone. And on Dromer, a 5. It should do it.
All right. So he treats you the best he can as you look over the bodies of these 2 horrible trolls. But from here, you can only move on toward the hollow itself.
Unwounded Milo is quite happy at the
The troll does. Yeah, I bet. Well, the party will continue to move through the shadows of the trees. Above you, you begin to hear voices chittering. They are so fresh, they'll need to hang a bit. The small one will be a morsel, so we can eat him first. Watch the arrows, as there are elves among them. Hear this, you're moving. It's just getting on your nerves.
Yeah.
From up in the boughs of the trees.
Bastard sons of Ungoliant.
Another hour, and the sounds begin to fade a bit as the webs are so heavy they absorb all noise. And it is here in this terrible quiet that finally, after your nerves are quite on edge, a gang of spiders, the largest that you have seen yet within the wood, descend upon you. You can see that there are 6 of the huge thing.
I hate spiders. Hate them.
And we'll get a knit from everyone.
Yeah. Spiders.
Yeah.
All right.
5 for Talazrit.
5 for Talzrin?
5. Terrible.
low.
Just terrible.
10,
Yeah,
10
you needed
for
your heroic hail.
10 for Milo, 7 plus 3.
Okay. Dromer,
10 for Dromer.
Inzil,
8.
Caranthier,
I got a 10.
Armir gets a 10. And
10s all the way around.
4 of us.
Wow, the spiders get 12s.
Ugh.
Oh man.
They set the trap well as they descend on you. There are 6 of them and 6 of you, so we're going to go 1 with each.
Go after the elves. Go after the elves.
How about those apples? Oh, that's awesome. All of your names start with
Jesus.
all of your names start with a different letter. Did you know that? That's crazy in a party to have everyone have a different letter.
Yep, that's very rare.
All right, so Caranthier, the first one on you. Whoops. Oop. Drops and gets a 5. Its hit is 8, so it misses
Nope.
you. Your armor stops that with the big 4 on the DT. Next
Ooh.
person on Talazrit, 1 drops and you gets a 1. Ah! They don't
my
like
hair!
the elves with the bows, but it is not a critical, but he does hit. And he does 15, he does 17 points.
Fuck. That's 1.
And your saving throw is a 7. You are -3 on your save. So what's your physical save? -3.
9 minus 3 is 6.
+1 for having Karen. Well, that's canceled out because of the darkness of the area. So all it is not a negative for being in area.
it's
So
just
that
straight.
misses by 1. So you take 2 wounds of poison and become paralyzed. Ah!
So is that 3 wounds total?
Yep.
Okay.
You can also use a fated if you want to avoid that fate. But that's up to you.
I only have 3 faded points.
Woo, that's not good. That is not
No.
good at all.
No, it's not.
Nope.
So I'm gonna save it to keep myself from dying. And
Hopefully keep yourself from dying at some point.
I mean
You
that
can
may
see
be sooner. That may be next turn, but
right. He takes down Talzrit. You can see he just crumples beneath him as he spears him with 2 of his fangs. The next one going after Milo. No,
God, friend.
2.
DT of 4.
So it gets Milo for
Fucking Starship Troopers.
Yep.
that's 8.
Nope.
Damn it. He doesn't have to make a save because it didn't pass his wound threshold. What a crap roll. Dromer. 1. Uh-oh. These guys are tough. 9, no critical. 15, 16, 17. Your
Just
save is
enough.
at an 8. So that's gonna miss too, because you're at -3.
I'll
can't
use a
make your-
fate.
All right. And your
I've got
fate
8.
is a 6.
So, okay, I got 2 left.
And Inzil comes after you and gets a 5. Are you, how long does your, well, it's been an hour, so you no longer have the defense up. So what's your normal DT?
Yeah.
2, that hits you. Your save is a 1. You make your save, so the poison doesn't hurt you, but you do.
That's good.
Well, assuming it does damage. 13, 14, 15. Is that a wound?
Yes.
All right, so it did get through, but you made your save. And Armir, 7 misses him. And that's all of them. That was a nasty round. But you have 1, 2, 4 of you have 10s. So we'll just go for the 10s. I'll just go across the board. So Karen Thier.
Okay, I'm gonna push
With what?
with my sword.
Okay, you kept it out the hour that you walked with the staff.
Mhm.
All right. You were cutting away webs or something with it. As
And
you
I'm gonna up to 5. I'm gonna add a point of air as well.
Okay,
4, that should hit.
it does. They have a DT of 2. Okay, so
There's +3. 9 and 7 is 16, 19 points.
2 wounds. You
Oh, wow.
bloody it. You bloody it bad. Hisses at you.
Nice.
We hate it. The next person to go then is Milo.
I hate
It
spiders.
burns, it burns.
He hates spiders.
Milo's
I'll
gonna
not
pull.
Mark,
Quick
I'll
draw.
not forget. I'll not forget that against the Dark Master, you wipe my character out with spiders. You bastard.
Spiders. Yep, TPK with spiders.
TPK with spiders. Thank you very
I
much.
didn't realize they were that tough in that game. They were mean.
Yeah, they were.
I'll quick draw my P90 submachine gun and open up on all of them. So, yeah, I'll stab the one in front of me.
You can see
What's
the
their
hitter is
DT?
pouring. 2 is pouring off its fangs. It's all
5.
over your,
That will easily hit.
all
I do
over
a
your
D10
leathers.
plus
that stopped
3.
it.
5 plus 3, 8 points.
No, doesn't wound it.
Okay.
Slash. It keeps you back with its front legs. The next person goes Dromer.
One on me.
Oh,
That's a
That
4 to
tells me
hit.
what I need to know.
That is 13 and 5, 18 points.
18 points, 2 wounds. Slash it with your axe as you faded the hit, so it's all right. Armir, you'll attack his standard with the blade. 10, mother freak. Then it is Inzel at 8.
That is a 9.
That miss.
I didn't think so. Yeah.
And, poor Talsrit's down. No. So
Getting wrapped up.
and it goes to the second round where it starts wrapping him. And he gets coated up in the. I just saw where Shelob did that to poor Frodo. That sucked.
Yeah, he looks so sick.
It was gross. The next person to go is well, that's wrapping you. So Karen Thier, 8 misses Karen Thier. Towser gets wrapped. Milo, 9 misses him. Now I'm on a bad round. Dromer, 10. Mother freak. Inzil, 8. Holy mother. Aramir, 2. And Aramir gets hit 4, 8, 9, 10 points. Can't get through his elven armor. Its chain resists it. So he backs it away against a tree. And then it is back to the 10s. Karen Thier.
I pushed.
Okay, then it is Milo.
I'm gonna push this turn,
He charges it, brandishing
and
his
then it will be a 2 to hit.
sticks it in its face. It
I
hisses
do
at him.
2d10 plus 3. I get a 9 and an 8. 17 plus 3, 20 points. Chew on that.
Two wounds.
Ooh.
It bites. We hate the little thing.
Yeah, it's gonna hate the little thing even worse. That's at -1 to hit.
Dromer.
That's a 5 to hit. 12, 17 points.
That killed it. Cut it down. So you are free, Dromer, after this round to attack whatever you want to. Next person to go is Armir, who missed with a 10 last time. Let's see what he gets this time. 1. I'm either really hot or I'm really bad.
cold.
10, so no critical, but I do hit. And he does 18 plus 6 plus 7, 25. 17 plus that's 3 wounds. Killed it.
Nice.
Get on.
Yeah.
It shrieks, and you can see it electrifies it. It steams with magic as it falls over, and its legs curl up around it. Inzil.
That's a 4 to hit.
That hits.
I'm gonna do some fire.
Blue flames coming off your blade as she rolls her eyes.
16 points of damage.
16 points is still 1 wound.
No,
Almost
that's good.
2.
Yeah, I rolled a 9, a 2, and a 1. So
Ugh.
All right. And then it's Talsrit who's still out.
Davis
then
Valiant. I mean, Talsrit drools in the corner.
back to the top of the order. So it's there. So the one on Caranthir attacks him. He's at -1.
Yeah.
5 misses you. One on Talsrit, you can see he begins to climb, taking the elf up into the tree line. The next person to go is against Milo. He's at -1, missed. Next one is Inzil, 10, and Armir, 8. Crappy round for them. Then it is Caranthir. You had pushed your first round, but you got your second round back. Yours is terribly wounded, but you can see your elven brethren being taken for a horrible death in the treetop, where you can hang for a bit before they feast.
I'm going to hit him with a single blast of heavy fire, hoping he'll drop him.
Okay.
So, cast 7. It's good.
Yeah, he's got 2d10.
It's just a heavy, no push or anything. 8, 12, 16 points.
16 points. That is 1 wound.
Does he catch the web on fire?
With the sacred fire. It is a possibility that he does.
Am I suddenly engulfed in flame?
Oh God, get it off!
He'll have to make a save,
is
and
worse?
he's a medium creature, so his save is 7. And considering it's secret fire, I'm going to give negative to that. So 8. So it does catch a flame, and he drops him. He rolls down the side of the tree into the darkness below as the spider screams. It burns us. We hate the things. Elves.
Dirty elves.
Die. The next person to go then is Milo.
I pushed.
Okay. Dromer.
He's gonna actually help Caranthir since he's cast a spell.
Okay. You charge it
He'll
over. Oh!
Yeah. I'll push since I'm charging over.
You can see the one on Caranthir is heavily wounded. I don't know that you need to push, but because he'd already slashed it once.
Oh, it's already heavily wounded.
Oh,
I
yeah.
will push then. That's a 2 to hit
Drive your axe into it.
for 22 points.
That's dead.
Kill it. Kill the elves.
I'm a dwarf. You should be worried about me. The next is nasty dwarves. We hates them. Their meat is no good. The
It's so
next
tough.
person to go is Armir. You can see Armir is going to run over and well, most of the webs have burned away from Talsrit, so he's going to give Talsrit his potion, and you do not get back a wound, Talsrit, but it does remove the paralyzation from you. My friend,
That sucked.
can you hear me? These
Yes,
spiders, they have poisoned
I'm-
you, no?
I'm here. I'm moving slowly, but I'm here. Where's my bow? Bring me my
Enzo,
bow.
you're at 8. Are you charging up again?
Yeah. So that's
Flame.
a 2.
This one has flame. It burns when she strikes.
$19, $20, $21, $23.
23 is 2 wounds. You already did a wound to it. It dies.
Yes.
I die, my brothers. Hey. As it falls over.
Good riddance.
It has killed me. As it dies. Then it's Talsrit. You can
Truly
search out
tragic.
your bow is basically what
No,
you can do.
I drag out my sword actually.
Okay.
Instead.
That's with a
'Cause
quick.
this-
You can see the spider that got you is descending the tree toward you and Armir right now. So you can take a shot at it if you want to with your sword. Hack
Yeah,
it.
I will hack at it as best I can, but I do have 3 wounds, so that affects me,
Minus
right?
one. Just
No,
minus
because
one.
you're probably got your TS is probably higher.
Yeah,
so
my
that-
TS is much higher, so that's fine. Okay. Ooh, 10. That sucks. So I'm still
He's
2
wobbly.
days from the whole thing. I'm like, "Argh."
The poison, it
Get
still affects you,
away!
no? You need to rest, my friend. Then it is top of the order, which are the spiders. The one on Talsrit does dive back against you and gets
away.
a 4. What's your DT?
3.
That's going to hit, because even if you have a DT of 4, it's still going to hit. You can see it. You swing at it. It
Well,
leaps.
it
It
says-
knocks your sword to the side and chomps you again for 9, 10, 11 points.
No, I'm okay.
He's okay.
He resists it.
It bit into my Zippo that I had in my pocket.
Milo's at -1 because he pushed, and it got a 1 against him. Taste my poison, little thing. No critical, but it does hit him.
Why do these spiders seem so inappropriate?
It got 16 against Milo. Milo's save is a 4. He makes it. I assume you've got a 9, Milo, in your physical.
Yep.
I can't hear. Yeah. Yeah, so you're good.
My thing
But
keeps cutting out, so I have to keep turning it on and off.
anyway, it did hit. You got the damage though. It's probably a wound though, right?
Yes, just 1 wound.
All right, and that's it.
And I
That's
have a
it.
9 physical, yeah.
There are only 2 left. So then it goes top of the order, Caranthir. You did not push that last. Did you push that last attack? I didn't
No,
think
I just
so,
did a heavy.
because you only did like a couple points.
It was a heavy spell though.
Yeah.
Was it a heavy spell?
Oh, so yeah, it is a heavy. So I
yeah.
pushed.
So yeah, you still are out.
I didn't
Next-
push the heavy for the extra damage,
Right.
but it's a
but
heavy.
heavy still cost you. Milo then he pushed, so he's out. Dromer.
You already cost me that turn. That was last
did?
turn.
Okay.
Yeah, he said that.
Okay. Then you can go back at it.
So I'm going to push again. Try and finish this stupid thing. I detest spiders. 2
Talking spiders are the best.
2 will hit.
Yes, it does.
2d10 plus 3. 9 and a 3, 12, 15 points.
You spear it, kill it. We die. The
It
last
spins,
person.
right?
Yes.
Woo!
As it died. Get a kaleidoscope. Then it is Dromer. You can finish the one that's on Talsrit that just knocked him to the side after he got up woozy.
That is a 6 to hit. 11, 16 points.
61. Oh, it's only one wound. And Armir, he will slash at it. 1. It's feast or famine for Armir. No
Yeah,
critical.
ones or tens.
But he does. She's 24 points. Killed it. And it goes down. And you can breathe a little easier. Armir, or some people got wounded, so you have to roll for them, I assume. Karen Thier, if you want to try your Noldoric.
So who's hurt then?
No, Talon Street did.
I have
Oh,
one.
I'm
right.
hurt. I have 3
All right.
wounds. I'm hurt pretty badly.
All right, so this is Talazrit. 10 on the cast. I'm sorry.
So you don't get any back.
Thank you.
You,
I pull out my
bandage it,
my
doesn't take.
potion and drink my potion.
So you get 1 back for that, yeah.
Milo's
And
got a wound.
Okay. 5, you're good, Milo. You get 2. And did Enzel get hit?
Yes.
Yeah.
A 1. Hey, that's free. Well, it doesn't cost me.
It doesn't count, but yeah,
Yeah.
two back. She's good. You patch her up. All right. With the dead spiders behind you now, you begin to move through this tangle of ruins, broken and downcast and twisted by dark trees. You can see the green flowers here continue to illuminate the ancient structure, and an oppressive darkness falls over everything, providing a -2 to all skill checks. Karen there will cancel one of those, but you're still -1 on all skill checks. Now that can be canceled by your TS, remember, so you're going to be okay now, but if you start getting wounds, it will add up. Just remember you're -1 starting out. But you continue to move on. And finally, as you do so, you feel a darkness like nothing you have ever felt before. And a creature appears from the shadow, a fell and black vapor falling from it like rivers of smoke. Its body is terrible and large, standing 15 feet at the shoulder and half that in its width, with dark scaled skin, huge clawed hands, and an enormous mottled head set with a crown of black bone. Karen Thier, you immediately know this to be a demon troll. You had seen them in their nature. They are the Umayar, a demon troll, one of the fell bodyguards of the Balrogs, the Balrog lords of old. So it is not a flame demon, but it is still of eternal flame. It is a Umayar, a corrupted Mayar. And it lumbers out and lets out a terrible scream. And everyone needs to make
I let out a terrible scream as well.
a mental save. We'll go down the line. You guys are at -1 on this, remember, because even Karen Thier is canceled. So we'll go Karen Thier, 4. You made it, I assume. Talazrit, 8. That's probably going to miss it. So you're now at -2 overall.
Well, wait, my mental save is 9.
Right.
-1.
Then you're okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
Right?
Yeah,
Yep.
you're good.
You're
Yeah, I
good.
didn't realize. Yeah.
You're golden, dude.
Cool.
Next person to go is Milo. What's your mental save?
7, so 6.
You're fucked. You're fucked because it got an 8. You got an 8, so you're -2. But
Okay.
remember, your TS can cancel that out.
Yeah.
But you're still, just make sure you're recording it. Dromer, mental save.
It's a 6, so 5.
9. You're -2. The dwarf tries to stand against it, but can't. Inzil, your mental save is 9. I bet. Is that correct? 6, so you're fine. You're intrigued by this thing. You've only read about such creatures and the power of Morgoth. Maybe you should have served him. You still can. Armir gets
Nah,
an 8.
he's ugly. I don't want that.
Because I don't think his mental.
Make him a pet.
8, so he needed a 7.
There we go.
Armir is currently sitting at -2. Dromer's at -2, right?
Yep.
And Milo's at -2. Yeah,
Milo's at minus. Yeah, he's at -2 from the thing.
Yeah,
but-
and everybody else is sitting at -1. That's against our TS, just so we remember. Okay. And then it is a knit, so let's roll them.
Holy crap. Highest I can get. 11 for Karen there.
You do
I got
not
the lowest
hinder
I could
me.
get. The lowest I could get.
That was
Big
it.
4.
He gets the 4. Milo.
Got a 5 plus 3 is 8.
Okay. Dromer.
11.
Enzo.
6.
6.
Mhm.
And Armir. It's a 11. This thing gets a 13.
Jeez.
Fuck. Scott, what is the environment around
Currently,
us? Yeah.
you're in the ruins of Dol Guldur, so you're in the ruins of an elven estate or a ruined area with trees that have grown up through it, dark, covering the canopy, webbing above those. So
Okay. But there's also like any building pieces or like stonework or any of that
yeah,
stuff? Or
for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So it goes first. It comes lumbering forward, and it's going to make a strike. We'll see who it hates the most before you can gang up on it. Anybody got a guess who it hates the worst?
Me.
Milo.
Yeah, Milo. It's gonna
course.
crush Milo.
It's the
He
littlest
was-
one. It must be the heavy
He
hitter.
was screaming. You can see it brings down a huge claw at you. And a 5
Or
is going to hit.
DT. No, of course, it's got a 9.
Just wait till you start fighting those things that have 10s. That sucks when they get the special their special bonuses. And it does 22 points.
Ouch.
As it slashes at you and screams.
Well, that's 2 wounds.
And then it is. We'll take Karen there first. We got 3 11s, so we'll take you first. You're first to my roll.
All right. We are gonna push a heavy into his face.
You hold up your staff, light bursts out of it.
I
Enzo
fell
has to
your
filter
I fell
eyes
your
slightly.
masters in the first age. I didn't actually, but I fought him.
They don't need to know
Might have
that.
killed one of these things though.
Yeah, 6 is gonna
Buying
do
it.
He didn't know I didn't kill one.
I
Yeah, he
fought
has-
your
he-
kind in the Great War.
He has a
and we
DT of
kicked
4.
the living
He has a
shit.
DT of 4. You rolled a 6.
Mhm.
That's a miss.
That's a cast.
Yeah, where your cast is 9.
Yeah, but my TS is 11.
TS doesn't matter. It's still
TS
casting a
only
spell
matters if it's
It's on a negative. Yeah, it only cancels negatives. So a 6 misses.
Oh, okay.
You can see you shine its light on you shine its light and it just screams back in your face. You can see that the light dwindles and your staff smokes with blackness.
Hmm.
It gives a holy crap. You're
Uh,
staggered backwards a step because you
Sorry,
pushed
guys.
it,
That
so-
that usually works.
Son of a bitch. Dromer, you're shaking, but you can attack.
He's gonna try and attack. That's a 7. That's gonna miss.
You go against it. You're turned to the side. It lumbers past you, screaming in its ire. The next person to go is Armir. Armir will go. He's going to see what it looks like. I'm just going to hit a normal shot. See what I can establish here with this. A 1 seems to have, I swear to
Jesus.
God, 1 or 10, but 5. I haven't gotten a critical yet, but I only get 5s or 1s or 10s. 8 and a 7. 15 plus 7 is 22 points. He drags Alien, the elven blade, across, and it does pierce its scales, causing it to shriek in pain that it has never felt before. As the elven steel bites, he gives it a wound, leaving bits of electricity across its thigh. And then it is that's the third person to attack. So the fourth person to attack will be Inzil. It's only got a DT of 2 against you now, because now you've engaged it with 4 people.
I rolled an 8.
So you missed. And then it is no, it's Milo at 8. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I am going to try and hide.
Scrambles out of the way.
I'm at -2, so I need a 7 or less. Even with my stinking TS, I'm at -2. And I got a 6, so I did it.
You're able to get into the shadows somewhere. It spins around looking for another target, and then Talsrit.
I am going to draw my bow and shoot at this thing. Well, he's right in with us, isn't he, though?
Yeah.
So fuck
And
it. I'm going to use my sword then.
Yeah, you've got your sword. You moved it up to melee primary, and you can add what? The green death to it too.
Yeah, I'm going to add the green. So we'll do that. So here we go. That's a 6. But I'm at minus. No, my TS takes care of that. So I need a. What's his DT?
The TS doesn't matter here, but because it's a gang up bonus, it only now has a DT against everybody of 1, so that does hit.
Okay, cool. So that's 3d10 plus 4, 2, and 8 is 10, and 10 is 20, plus 4 is 24.
2 wound, or you did 1 wound on it.
Sweet.
You can see a green moss tries to grow out of the wound when it bellows, shakes its huge head back and forth. That was a quick sketch. That's a horrible thing going.
That's Milo standing tall down at the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Getting ready to get his ass kicked.
And Talsrit is the last person, so it goes back to it. Now it's going to do a sweeping attack with its arm and its claws, and it can hit everybody that melee attacked it. So, but Karen, in theory, you try to spell, so I'm going to give you that as not a melee. So it's not going to melee attack you. But so it goes Talsrit first. We'll just go down the line. A 5 is going to hit.
Yeah.
And on Talsrit, it does 14 points. Not huge.
That's a wound, though. So I'm at 3.
The next person to go, it's going to go against is Dromer. And hits with a 4. And does 21 points.
Wound.
Inzil, 1. 8, no critical. Does 17 points. Against Armir, 3 hit. And does 17. That's a wound. As it bellows, and you can see as it's the vapor flows off of it, it flows down into the wound given by the green sword, and you can see the moss dies and withers and the wound goes away.
Yeah. That's not good, fellas.
And
we're in real trouble here.
Top of the order. There's a reason these things were lieutenants in the army of Morgoth. Then it's first person to go is Caranthir. Heavy, so you don't get to go. Next person to go is Dromer.
He's actually gonna push. With a 6, that'll hit.
Yeah, you guys are from now on, because you're in this heavy melee, it's only got a DT of 1, so just keep that in mind.
10, 10, 5, so that's 25 and 7. 32 points.
1 wound. Congrats. But your dwarven prince's blade does cut into its thighs, sending out sparks as it does so. Armir, you can see he's going to He's gonna attack normally. And gets a 4. Hey, it's not a 1. 5, 4 is 9 plus 7 is 16. Drags Agalian across it, but it does not wound it this time. Next person to go then is Milo.
Sneak attack, and I'm gonna push.
He comes out of from underneath some of the stonework.
Foul beast.
Go back to the place that
And
spawned you.
I have a full 9 on this because of my TS. And I got a 3. So I hit.
You hit. The critical is -2 against this thing for its iron scales.
Oh yeah, so I can't instantly kill it. That's just
Sucks, don't it?
yeah, blow me. 9, so -2 is 7.
And 7 is plus 2d10.
So I
Good hit.
do
5d10.
4d10, 4d10 plus 3. I wish it was 5d10.
Roll low.
Yeah. Maybe if I was using a longsword as a two-handed sword. There's a 10, there's another 10, that's 20.
God.
And 4 and 5. So 29 plus 3, 32.
That's 1 wound.
Jesus.
Ah!
Takes itself back and forth. Inzil.
Okay. 4.
A 4 hits.
Does a 4 hit? 4th hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're not casting, or you're not putting anything into it or doing any smites or any of that good stuff, right?
Yes.
You
She
know what? No,
absolutely
I will-
said that. Did you not hear?
Yeah. I totally said that. Can I put a smite into it?
You can. You have to do the successful casting, but yeah.
Okay, I won't put a smite into it.
Okay. So you spend the points, but you do hit.
$16.
No. Turns your blade to the side. Next
Jesus.
person to go, last person to go is Talsrit.
I swing again. And I will add a CCV. Fucking 10.
The blade grows green, but it cannot penetrate. Only the slow blade penetrates the shield. You
shield.
should know that.
Slow blade, the penitent man.
And then it is back to it. As it wades amongst you, swinging wildly with its claws, attacking area. Screaming as it does so. Talsrit. 2. And does 18 points.
Ugh,
Milo.
that is still just 1.
10. Miss Milo. Dromer. 8. Miss Dromer. Inzil. 8. Missed Inzil. Armir. 9. Missed Armir. What a bunch of baloney. Next
We know
person
what's coming now.
then we go that's top of the order, right? So Caranthir, you're back. As your staff smokes with
You
dark
are not as strong as my fire. So
You're trying it
we're
again.
Gonna push a heavy again.
You can see some of his wounds healed again.
4. That will do it.
You pushed
Come
it again.
Yep.
Did you push?
Good.
You pushed the last one, didn't you?
And I
So
didn't go the
that's
last round.
Yeah, but you don't get to go 2 rounds. You pushed the heavy.
Yeah, you gotta sit out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you're sitting out this
It's
one.
every
I'll
3?
I'll keep your roll for next time. But
Ugh.
yeah, you're out this round again. And when you push a heavy. So Dromer.
He
You
pushed
pushed?
last round.
Armir. He's going to channel 3 of his CCV into it to do 3d10 on Aglin. And hit with a 4. So he does 5d10 plus 7. You can see lightning ripples across the blade as he does 10, 19, 20, 32, 39 points, 1 wound.
Damn.
Boom!
Thing is insane.
yeah, we
There's
know
a
a
huge
16 doesn't hurt it.
thunderclap, and the thing just shakes it off and screams. And the next person to go after that is Milo. Pushed. Inzil. You can try a
I'm gonna try a
thingy.
smite again. Yeah,
smite again.
that is a 9.
You've got nothing against you because it's casting on yourself, so you're fine. A 9 works.
Cool.
Not against him.
So I'm gonna put a point of smite and then a point of fire. An 8 to hit.
That you got a 9?
8.
I know, but your RS is 9,
Yes.
right? Because it's only
Yes.
got 1 DT because you guys ganged up on it. You're good. That hits.
Cool. Awesome. Okay, so that's 40 10. 20, 20. 23.
That is a wound. 4 wounds on it. As it screeches, the ground shakes beneath you. It shakes itself back and forth. And then Talsrit.
I'm gonna try again, and I guess I'm just gonna add CCV to this. Can I do more than one?
No. Only
Okay.
only my blade can do it. Only Armir's blade can do it.
Gotcha. So I'll just add my 1, and that's a 2, so that hits.
Drags it across its hide.
10. 9 is 19, and 5 is 24 plus 4, so 28.
That's a wound. Wounding it
Nice.
with 5. And then we go top of the order. That's it. It screeches out. Darkness flows out from it, and it goes into a rage.
I am
Stomping
badly
and tearing
wounded,
at
by
the
the way.
earth. And you can feel dark power just roll off of it as the rage takes it.
You mean it wasn't in rage before?
It was not.
That was the pleasant version.
And it's just gonna push. It's gonna push all these attacks in the area. And here it comes. Talsrit hits with a 2 and does
Wait, if you're
33
talking, I
points.
can't hear you.
33 points.
Okay. I'm going to fate that because otherwise I'm dead. I have
There you
3
go.
fated points.
All right, and it gets a. You ready for this one?
I can't. 8, no, 6. So I'm dead.
Dead. Wipes
Well,
him
what
out
sh-
unless somebody else is spending faded points for him.
Ah!
Oh. You already had
Uh,
what, 2 hits?
I had 4.
He had 4 before you got hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many did that do? A lot.
What was it? 33? That's 2. 34 is my cutoff.
So you took 2 more. So you're at 6.
Yeah.
How many
That's
normal
6.
wounds do you have?
4.
Yeah, that killed you.
Yeah.
Next one to go.
I'll spend it.
You'll spend it
Yeah.
for your elven brother.
Oh my goodness.
1.
4.
Oh,
4.
4.
Four,
There was
four.
1.
So yours are still gone, but
Does he lose 4 or
Yeah, he loses 4.
he loses 4, you lose your 3 or whatever you had left, but you do not get hit with that hit, so it's still at 4 wounds. As the grace of the Noldor somehow saves you from the killing blow.
oh my god. Do I have
Uh,
any sense that happened or
Maybe, yeah. You think something from the light of your brethren saved you in that standpoint. Yeah.
okay.
2 against Milo.
Same team, buddy.
Same team. The elves stand as 1. Milo gets hit for 15, 19, 31.
31. That would be you bastard. If it'd been one less point, it would have been 2 wounds. Instead, it's 3. But it still
I
doesn't
killed-
put me. No,
You suck. How many
I
wounds
got
you got?
5
you little bastard?
wounds.
You suck, you little stinking hobbit. Next person to go.
Clinging to life.
This is against Dromer. Spin. Jeez, that's a long spin. 1. That was worth the wait. 2. I confirm it.
Oh, this can be
Yeah.
bad.
And it's a
This is
10. That's an instant kill.
Oh, okay.
shit.
How many
I've
you
only-
got?
I've got 2 fate points.
All right, we'll see it.
Might as well risk it.
I can't see it, boss.
Nope,
8.
that's an
Can't
8.
say either.
Yep.
I'll
Precious-
try. Milo will try.
How many you
Roll
got?
7. I can't see it, so
9. You lose all
9.
yours, and he still dies.
sorry, Joe. I tried.
And
Team little people.
the next person to go on Inzil. 2. Hit Inzil.
Well, this could be TPK.
It could be 7. It's a low one though. 21.
That's 2.
And Armir. It still hits.
Wait a minute. He can't instant kill me.
Why?
I've got that chain.
He's
-1.
got yeah.
Oh, the
he's
chain
got
gives
the
you -1.
protection.
Yes.
So only does okay. So he does 2 more points on you. I mean 2. That drops it to 9, which is knocked out 5 rounds. 2d10, 2 extra d10. So we'll roll his d10. But I gotta get I gotta get Armir's wounds first. And he did 29 to Armir, which is still only 1 wound. The open chain holds that back up. Let's see what he gets against you, Joe. So give yourself those faded points back, Mark,
Okay.
if you can hear me, because you obviously didn't.
Yeah, I
need 'em.
heard you.
Yeah, 9997.
Jesus.
Could
Yeah.
be dead anyway.
27 plus 7
34,
plus 3
37,
plus 10.
47.
47
Got-
points.
Hold on there. 17, 33, and
Carry the 1.
16.
Right?
Still only 2 wounds.
What? Holy shit.
He's a beast.
Yeah,
Old
he is.
dwarven tough bugger.
Boom.
I just happened to look down at that freaking armor. -1 CRT.
Hey, that's important, man. That is so fucking important in this game. Next person to go, and that's know your character, or you
Mhm.
could die
Yeah.
and not know.
Would have been dead.
Yeah. Next person. So that's all his. As he just throws an absolute tantrum, stomping the
Jesus.
field. And then it goes Carinthir. You're back, Carinthir. But you do
Okay.
hit. We have established that. So you
Yeah.
don't need to. This is with a heavy pushed Light of the Secret
Nice.
Fire.
17, 21, 26 points.
He's currently at 4 wounds because he healed 1. So that takes him back up to 5 with that hit. Boom. And I would suggest everyone that can do everything you can, do it. Kill this mother. Talazrit, I'm sorry, next person goes Dromer, who somehow sustained that blow.
I'm still out 5 rounds, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. You are out 5. Yeah, so laid him into the concrete or the marble. He slides to the side. Next person goes Armir. Armir is going to push and use all his lightning. That's the last of my CCV. Actually, I can't. I've already used 3, so I can only do, so I only get 1 d10. So I get extra 2 d10 if I hit. And I did hit with a 3. So I do 4 d10 plus 7. 1 wound. 6. The next person to go is Milo. You're out of your push.
I'm gonna try and stealth. I'm at -1 total. So I need I'm at -2 total. Yeah. So I need a 7 or less. And I got a 7 exactly.
Okay. You're out. Enzil, you still have your smite up, so I assume you're going to use fire too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured
You
the
know-
only way I can hurt this stupid thing is by critting it, and that requires me to be stealth. So
Yep.
We don't happen to know if he has just one wound left, do we?
You don't know.
Okay.
No. Are you thinking of using the spell where you draw the one wound from him? Hey, it could work. Yeah, but he still looks pretty strong.
Not yet. We've kind of stabilized.
You're considering it.
I'm
It's
considering
on the
it.
it's on the table.
It is. Oh, I need to see if I hit first.
Yes. He's still only at -1, so you're good.
That's a 2.
Yep, that hits.
So I am doing. Yeah. Okay. 10, 12, 15, 22.
That's a wound. That's all you need. Just get a wound on him. You slash him. Flames, blue flames coming off of it, and Talosrit.
I'm gonna push and use the CCV.
Okay.
I'm at -2, so I need a 6.
No, you're -2 for wounds because you're
Yeah.
you're normally at -1 for the darkness, right?
Right,
-2
but
for
I thought
wounds.
Karen Thier balanced out the darkness.
Some of it. One of it. It was -2.
Okay, so we're -1, and then his DT is 1.
Yep.
So that's down to a 7.
Yeah.
And then I have 4 wounds, so that's 2 more.
Yeah, but those 2 wounds can be canceled by your TS, so you should be fine. So you should only be down 2.
Oh, okay. Okay, so 7. So it's a 6.
Woohoo.
And I said I pushed and
Yes,
used the
you did.
CCV, so that's 4d10. So we've got fucking 3. 7 is 10. Plus 6 is 16. Plus 10 is 26. Plus 4 is 30.
That's 1 wound. He's at
God
7
damn.
wounds. Bakes himself. And it goes to his action. His smoke continues to heal him, taking him back to 6 wounds. And Karen Thier, you're out for the next 2 rounds. Dromer, one of your stuns is gone. Armir pushed, he's out. Milo, you can attack.
Get in, Milo.
and I'm gonna push.
Okay.
And I got a 1. And 3 doesn't count, right? It's 1 and
Yeah.
2. Right?
You got him.
Yeah,
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
You
So I
double
got
critical.
double
You
critical.
double critical him.
Yeah. So first
All right.
critical. Remember, they're both -2, but still.
First critical is a 10. You
That's it.
suck, Taylor.
That's an 8. So that's
Still
2d10.
bad.
And
Yeah,
it
but
was-
I'd rather have that 10 any day of the week. I could still roll crappy on the dice. And the other one's a 10. You gotta be freaking kidding.
What is
so
that?
you're
Double
So you-
10s on the
60
black and the red dice.
No, he's
6.
7 because
Yeah,
he
you're
pushed
7d10.
well, he's one for his weapon, 1 for the push, and
and 2 and 2. Yeah, 6.
a 6. 6d10 plus
66.
4, I think.
Or 60-10.
Jeez.
But can he
Plus
hit
3.
40? He needs to hit 41 to do 2 wounds. Can he do it?
Well, I don't know.
It's hard.
Does he get anything for the sneak attack?
That's
That's
what
the
this
is.
critical. That's
Oh,
why he
it's-
gets an auto critical. Yeah.
I can
I
only
see.
roll 40-10 at a time, so. Well, that's 23.
Not going to do it.
8 and 9. 17.
And 23 is,
39.
23 and 17
no,
is 40.
23 and 17 is 40.
Plus
Oh,
your
four.
plus your bonus.
Yeah, plus your physical bonus.
43.
2 wounds.
That's 2.
He's so quick, he stuck it twice.
It bellows. As they drive it down to one knee with that shot as you hamstring it. Inzil, yours.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Same thing as always. No, that's a 9.
That misses.
No.
And Talsrit.
I pushed.
Okay. Top of the order is it. It gets itself up with a great bellow, healing one of its wounds back to 7. And attacks again. Against Talsrit, a 9. Missed him.
Oh.
Milo.
You can't tell if I ducked or fell.
Milo, it's spinning around for you, but gets another 9. Dromer's out of there. He's been knocked to the side. Inzil, 5. Hits you.
Needed that one.
And Inzil is going to take 26.
Well, that's 2 wounds, and I already had 3,
So
so
you're at 5. How many wounds do you have normally? You're only 4, so you're down. Yeah, you're unconscious. Knocks her out.
Could she fate that?
She could if she wanted to, but
I could, but I only have 2.
Yeah.
I feel you.
And
She's
the
got a
next
few
person
rounds.
hits Carinthir.
Nope.
I'm sorry, hits Aramir or Armir. Hits him for 8, 15, 25. It's another one. It's 3 wounds on him.
See, I should have just used the dark magic.
And that's all of him. So it's Carinthir, you're still out. Dromer, you're out. Armir's back. I have nothing left to put into the blade, but I can push, so guess I'll do that. Well, I'm at 2d10 plus 7. I'm not going to push. Let's try to keep things up. 5 hit. And I did 9 and 3, 12. Plus 7, 19. God damn it. I missed it. Okay, and Inzil's down. She's bleeding. She's at, so that's your physical minus. You have your physical in number of rounds that you're out before you bleed out. Milo pushed.
Yep.
Talsrit, you're back in.
I'm in, so I'm gonna swing again, and I'll
Are you
push
pushing?
again,
Okay.
and I'll use a CCV2, and I got a 7, which hits, right?
Yep. That's
No,
what you need.
fuck.
That's
No,
what you need.
Oh
That
yeah,
is
that's
what
what I
you
need.
need.
Okay, that's what I need.
Yeah.
That's what I need. All right, 8 plus 5 is 13. Ugh, plus 4 is 17. Fucking plus 1 is 18. Plus 4 is 22.
That's a
Wound.
wound. We're losing
Just
the battle here.
barely.
We can't get
barely.
enough damage on him in a round to
Sword's
stop his
getting
healing.
really heavy.
Yeah, and we go top of the order. He's out because he pushed again, but he does heal back to 7 because we only got 1 wound on him that whole round.
Ugh, my
Next person to
CCV's
go,
real light.
Carinthir, I think you're finally back because you sat out 2, right?
I am. I think I got to charge in with my sword. I can't afford to be out to all those rounds.
Right.
I'm only doing 4d10, so I'm going to rush in with the sword and push. That way
Okay.
I'm only out 1 round.
Yep.
Found my dice.
A 1,
Hey.
Nice.
4. Damn it. So this plus 3.
So if you pushed, it's 4d10, right?
Mhm.
Because you put your point of magic in your sword too, the wind magic.
Yeah, so this plus 3. Nice. 10, 18, and 11,
29,
29.
and 3.
That's a
32.
wound. It's back up to 8.
Yeah, it's already-
Dromer,
Got 2 rounds left.
he's trying. He sits up. Oh, goes back down. He tried to get up. Armir, I did not push last time. I just did a normal attack. I'm gonna push. I got to get a wound on him. Can't let him stay up. 7 hits. So that's 3d10. 15, 17 plus 7, 24. That's a wound. He's at 9. And Enzel, you bleed. Milo, you're there. You could push without a sneak attack.
Brutal.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
He's got to get 21. He can do 21, but that'd be a hell
Yeah,
of a
I
roll.
can, but it's nah, I'm gonna hide because I just can't. There's just no way.
He has
Okay,
to get 2 10s.
You crawl out of there.
I'm gonna hide. 6, so I'm hidden.
Talsrit, you pushed.
I pushed.
Shit. If Ilo had done it, we could have beat it, but it's back, and it gets to attack all of us again. I don't know.
Oh,
Milo,
God.
I might have taken that shot, but you skittered away instead. All right, so
You might have
Talsrit's-
taken that shot, but I ain't taking that shot. If I needed to roll a 20, I might have done it.
you missed.
I would have been using the black die of death, but I would have done it.
Miss Talsrit with an 8
Ugh.
in Armir, he hits.
He's got to have more minuses at 9 wounds.
Minus
And
4.
6, 15. That's another wound. I'm at 4 wounds for Armir. Then it's now at 8. Parenthere pushed. Dromer.
One
But
more
it probably
round.
has a pretty good TS, so
Yeah, Armir pushed. Enzel drops 1. Milo.
push and sneak attack. Use the blue dice. Haven't tried it yet. 2. That'll hit.
Yep.
The critical is a 4, so 2.
Oh, plus 2 damage. So you're plus 6. 2d10 plus 6.
9 and 9, 18 and
That would have done it last
6.
time.
Got him.
25.
He's at 9 wounds again, and it's Talsrit.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have gotten. It would have been less than that if
Give him the
because I wouldn't
pig.
have gotten the critical damage.
7,
Got him.
That's it. It hits.
4.
Throw it all in.
Oh, and I'm pushing. I'm
Yeah,
Sti-
we got it.
again.
I assumed.
Okay. 4 and 5 is 9. Oh my God. And 4 is 13. Come on. And 9 is 22 plus 4 is 26. That's a wound.
Yep.
Killed it.
Yeah. Boom. His sword's in
Jesus
there.
Christ.
Fucking all this like green vines like creep out. All his cracks that were in his scales and his stony lava skin fucking filled with vines over the whole thing. And I just let go of the sword and leave that shit jammed in there. I'll get it later.
Milo spits on it.
Just abandoned that blade.
Where he goes and just.
Oh, I'll
sits
get
there.
it.
I'm gonna rush over to Enzel and give her her potion
All right.
so she's stable.
Thank you.
She's still out, but she's stable.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, you broke your streak, Taylor.
What's that? I know I did. I went 12 minutes over. I'm
Yep.
sorry. That was just a
I
wicked.
don't care. I just you were
was
running a
awesome.
streak there where you were making it right on time there.
I'll
I
take the
was.
blame. I was late.
Yeah, it's Joe.
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
Joe's
Joe's
fault. Way to
it
go,
is.
Joe.
Yeah, and I would have hit it otherwise. 11,250 is the experience points for killing the
Jesus.
demon
11,
of shadow.
11,250.
Yep.
What was it? 1150?
11,250. So you top at 16,000 basically, Milo.
What's 10th top at?
32,000.
Oh, so we're not there yet.
27,250.
Yep.
Yep.
We're close.
And
Now, just
That's
out of
where
curiosity, I had a dragon skin helm that I've been wearing, and it's -1 wound versus fire. Was any of
Yeah.
that fire damage to me, or is it
No.
just like
It was not. It was
attacking,
darkness.
slashing.
No, but when
Right.
we fight
It
the
was
stupid
cool.
Balrog, you'll get -1.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. Well, but I mean, do I get it just because it's a Balrog? Like if it's a fire creature, or does it have to
It's
actually
not.
like
It's a-
attack
it's a-
with fire?
It's a demon troll, so it's shadow. So that's what it's using.
Right.
So he thought it was a Balrog, but it wasn't. That's not what it was.
I see. No,
It's
no,
still
but when
but yeah.
Mark said if we fight a Balrog, I would get it. But I'm saying I don't know if I would unless it was actually like hitting
Yeah.
me with fire.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it probably does heat
It
damage
does
on anything
fire
he
damage on the
attacks,
side,
so,
probably.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Right.
Cool.
Right. All right.
That was
well,
awesome.